Hello, I'm ScottishDrunkard, but you can call me Scotty. Sonic the Hedgehog is 30 years old. That is 30 years of video games backed by TV shows, books apparently, 2 movies, and possibly the best form of ancillary media, comic books. Everyone knows the currently ongoing IDW Sonic the Hedgehog comic books, or the famous yet infamous Archie Sonic the Hedgehog run. But in my homeland of the United Kingdom, we had Sonic the Comic. An original set of stories set around the Blue Blur and his radical attitude and friends. I intend to read this series for the first time, and I might as well share it with everyone else, as the series isn't exactly publicly available. Also, this is a UK comic from the 90s, which is a bit different from what you may be used to with your Yank comic books. With your serialized stories, our comic books are a bit more like magazines, and Sonic the Comic is no exception. Every issue is filled with reviews and news and stories from other Sega properties. Just to let you know now, I will only be covering the Sonic stories. Maybe down the line I'll come back for the other stuff, but for now. Issue 1, Enter Sonic. Written by Alan McKenzie, art by Anthony Williams. Here we have our opening act. Sonic spins through the robotic horde of Dr. Robotnik. How exasperating! That hard-boiled blue blur has escaped my badniks again. But I, Dr. Robotnik, genius extraordinary, have a plan to fix that meddling hedgehog for good, not to mention conquer the entire world. Blimey, he doesn't even use the Eggman name, and yet there's so many egg puns it might be egregious. The Mad Doctor is using his massive machine to pollute the world and suck every ring from Mobius, which is diabolical, as with no rings, one hit, you are dead. He sends a Badnik army to distract Sonic, yet the hero, unfettered, rescuing every animal within the Badniks, including one of his personal mates, Polka Lewis, who will become important later. Sonic charges straight at the mammoth machine, spin-dashing through it without a scratch to himself. Double blast that blue ball. He doesn't have any respect for property. Never mind, I have an even bigger prize for him. Sonic finds himself surrounded by his furry friends, but Sonic has no time to dally as he must find his mate Tails, which leads right in issue 2. I might as well bring up that the comic has a mascot called Megadroid, gleefully welcoming us to each issue. Written by Mark Miller, yes, that Mark Miller, and art by Woodrow Phoenix. Sonic is rushing towards his friend, only to find a single crying rabbit who says that everyone has been converted, even his parents. Sonic introduces himself, puts on football cleats and sunglasses. Cleats are so 90s UK teen. And holy crap, they Robocopped Tails. We are about to get all OCP up in this shit. Ooh, wait a minute. Green Hill? I thought there would have been an Emerald Hill, given that's the game of Tails' origin. Sonic proceeds to get his teeth kicked in, and Tails has a change of heart. So, did he just have free will the entire time? What a d***. Well, he spins into Robotnik. The glue holding his bits together falls off, and Robotnik flees again. Curse those little creeps. 1, I can cope with, but 2, I'd rather watch a whole episode of El Dorado. This reference is topical as of 1993. Sonic's foray into cleats has failed, and they just walk off into the sun. Gonna totally gloss over the fact that Tails was a bastard. Issue 3, Mayhem in the Marble Zone. A group of badniks have surrounded a mammal and are threatening to crush him with a weight. That's the boulder from the Sonic 1 boss. Does that mean Eggman was just doing some lifting, just getting some guns? Tails is trying to help someone's pleas for help, but Sonic is distracted with his Sony Walkman. So Tails gives him a quick kick up the bum to listen to Sally Acorn. Yup, that's Sally, but she's a squirrel, not a chipmunk. And also not furry bait. In a hurry, Sonic takes a shortcut through the special zone as if it's some sort of trans-dimensional London Underground. He bursts in, saves Tufty from being turned into a badnik, and a happy... I'm going to be honest, stories are a little dry for the first half dozen issues. And the one thing I did not pick up on is that Tufty is wearing speed shoes. So here's Sonic in a hot air balloon. Issue 4, Day of the Badniks, written by Nigel Kitching, who would later go on to become the major creative force for the Sonic comics. Art by Ed Hillier. Introducing the weirdest Metal Sonic I have ever seen. It sure is different. The animals get scared off and get eaten by a Cerberus and a cage on wheels. Sonic and Tails investigate the allegations of Sonic stealing checkpoints, only to be attacked by a Badnik ball of death. A Sonic-styled Badnik. Tails fails to help, and Sonic gets eaten, forced to charge the Badnik. Robotnik reveals himself and that he only needs the checkpoint so that nobody can enter the special zone, where he has hidden himself away. But the Badnik cannot control Sonic. Sonic controls the Badnik, and Robotnik releases the prisoners, only to escape himself. Let's check the fan art section. Hey, nice Sonic in shades and a leather coat. Nobody let you know who. No, he'll sue the poor lad. Issue 5, Lost in the Labyrinth Zone. Who the fuck is that on the cover? That's his niece, Sonic. Sonic and Tails are on a treadmill. How fast am I doing, Tails? Am I anywhere near the speed of sound? That makes nae bloody sense. You cannae break the sound barrier on a treadmill because you're stationary. After their daily exercises, they kick back with a burger lunch, only for Tails to get kidnapped by a sewer bacon tentacled octopus Badnik. That sounds as crazy as I described it. Sonic and Co. launch a rescue mission, going all Indiana Jones on its ass. Everyone wants to bail, but Sonic calls them little bitches about it. Calling one of them a pixel brain, too. I will explain that part much later. Sonic catches up to the Badniks, only to discover this is a prime Badnik. No animal inside to rescue, all machine. Therefore, you can have no moral quarrels with napalming the son of a bitch. Lastly, let's go over Issue 6 and the story Attack on the Death Egg, even. Art by Ferran Rodriguez, and this guy stays faithful to the source materials. We open in the lab of Dr. Kintobo. But who is Dr. Kintobo? How did he become Dr. Robotnik? Yeah, we'll go over that a bit later. They use the lab to discover that the Death Egg is coming crashing down and is going to land on Emerald Hill, presumably with an astronomical casualty count. They take the plane up to a game-accurate depiction of Wing Fortress Zone, so another plus to Rodriguez. They take a bootleg X-Wing to an egg-shaped Death Star. I realize now, we never actually saw the Death Egg in Sonic 2. Save for the level select screen, so I don't change them for changing the design. Sonic makes swift work of his mecha faux pas, and the station coming into re-entry, he stays behind to throw it off course, while Tails gets to safety. Oh no, not even Sonic could escape from a crash like that. He gave his life so that Emerald Hill folk might live. He was the bravest hedgehog I ever met. Not to mention the coolest, bluest, and fastest thing on legs. Of course Sonic was going to live. We have over 150 of these issues to get through. These comics were ultimately kind of uneventful, but trust me, issue 7 onwards, Nigel Kitching becomes the lead creative influence, and he makes some pretty interesting shit. Tune in next time when the comics get real wild.